Your grandfather bought a deer rifle in 1952. It still shoots. You bought a rifle 3 years ago, and it's already rusting in the safe. Something happened to the firearms industry, and if you don't know what you're looking at, you're going to waste thousands of dollars on a rifle that your kids won't inherit. I'm going to show you the only 5 rifle brands that are still building guns the way they used to, and more importantly, I'm going to tell you exactly which models to buy and which ones to avoid, because even the good brands are cutting corners now. Let's start with what actually changed. In the 1990s, something called investment capitalism came to the gun industry. Companies like Freedom Group started buying up American firearms manufacturers, and the first thing they did was look at the production costs. They saw that a Winchester Model 70 action was being machined from a solid block of steel, 27 separate machining operations. They looked at that and said, we can cast this for $3 instead of machining it for $30, and that's exactly what they did. But here's what they didn't tell anyone. Cast parts work fine for the first 1,000 rounds. Then the metallurgy starts to fail. Micro cracks form in the receiver. The bolt lugs start to show wear patterns that shouldn't exist. Your grandfather's rifle was machined from 4140 chromoly steel. Your new rifle is sintered metal powder compressed under heat. It's the same trick they use in cheap tools, and it has the same result. It fails when you actually need it. Now here's the thing that makes this even worse. Most shooters will never notice because they don't shoot enough. You take that rifle to the range twice a year, put 20 rounds through it, and it seems fine. But hunters who actually use their rifles, guides who put 500 rounds a year through their gun, they started noticing around 2005 that rifles weren't lasting. Bolts were galling, extractors were snapping, actions were binding up in cold weather. And when they took these rifles to gunsmiths, the gunsmiths would look at the parts under magnification and just shake their heads. The metallurgy was wrong. The heat treatment was wrong. The tolerances were wrong. Everything was optimized for profit margin, not for lasting 3 generations. So let's get into the 5 brands that either never made that switch or figured out that it was destroying their reputation and went back to doing it right. Number 1 is CZ, specifically the CZ550 and the CZ600 series. These are made in the Czech Republic, and here's why that matters. Czech firearms manufacturing never went through the investor optimization phase that destroyed American gunmaking. The CZ550 uses a controlled round feed Mauser action. This is the same action that African dangerous game hunters have trusted for over a century. The extractor is a claw that grabs the cartridge rim as soon as it leaves the magazine. If you need to chamber a round manually in an emergency, it grabs it. If you need to extract a fired case that's stuck, it doesn't slip off. American push feed extractors, the kind on most modern rifles, they slip off if there's any resistance. That's fine at the range. It's not fine when you have a wounded animal in thick brush. CZ still machines their receivers from bar stock. They still use hammer-forged barrels. The 550 series has been in production since 1995, and there are rifles from that first year that have 40,000 rounds through them and still shoot minute of angle. Now, CZ did introduce the 600 series recently, and some people are nervous about change, but the good news is they kept the controlled round feed and they actually improved the trigger. The 600 Alpha and 600 Trail are both built to the same standard as the 550. If you're buying used, anything from 2000 or later is safe. Just avoid any CZ 527 models in pistol calibers because those used a different action that had some extractor issues in the early 2000s. But the centerfire rifle actions, the 550 and 600, those are generational rifles. Number 2 is Tikka. Now this is going to surprise people because Tikka is owned by Beretta, and a lot of modern Berettas are having quality control issues, but Tikka is made in Finland at the Sauer factory, and the Finns never got the memo about cost cutting. The Tikka T3 and T3X use a push feed action, which normally I'd say is a compromise, but Tikka engineered their extractor differently. It's oversized and it's spring-loaded with enough tension that it doesn't fail. More importantly, Tikka cold hammer forges every barrel. This is a process where a mandrel is inserted into a drilled blank and then the barrel is hammered around it while it's rotated. This work hardens the steel and creates a bore finish that reduces copper fouling by about 60% compared to button-rifled barrels. It also makes the barrel last longer. A Tikka barrel will typically last 8,000 to 10,000 rounds before accuracy degrades. A button-rifled barrel on most American hunting rifles starts opening up groups after 3,000 rounds. The T3X is also one of the few production rifles where every single one leaves the factory shooting under 1 inch at 100 yards. They don't just test sample rifles, they test every single one, and if it doesn't meet spec, they pull the barrel and start over. You're paying for that. A Tikka T3X runs about $700, which is middle of the market. But you're getting a rifle that costs what a custom rifle costs to manufacture. Sauer, which is Tikka's parent brand, makes an even better rifle, but you're paying twice as much for features that most hunters don't need. The Tikka is the value play here. It's the rifle that professional cullers in New Zealand use because they're putting 10,000 rounds a year through them and they can't afford downtime. Number 3 is Bergara. This is a Spanish company that started making barrels for other manufacturers and then realized they should just build complete rifles. Bergara's entire reputation is built on barrel quality, so they can't cut corners there without destroying their business. Every Bergara barrel is button rifled in-house and then stress relieved in a temperature-controlled oven. This is the step that most manufacturers skip because it adds time and cost. But if you don't stress relieve a barrel after rifling, the steel retains internal tension and the barrel will start to walk its point of impact as it heats up. Bergara also uses Remington 700 footprint actions on most of their rifles, which means the aftermarket support is enormous. If anything ever breaks, you can find parts anywhere. The B14 series is their hunting rifle line, and it's built on a Bergara-made action that's essentially an improved Remington 700. They fixed the tolerances, they improved the extractor, and they use better steel. The Premier series uses the same action with an upgraded barrel and stock. Both will outlast you. The B14 HMR in particular has become the standard for precision rifle shooters on a budget because it'll shoot half minute of angle out of the box with factory ammo. For a hunting rifle, the B14 Hunter or the B14 Ridge are both excellent. They're lightweight, they're accurate, and the actions are smooth. Just avoid any Bergara rifles made before 2016 because those used Remington actions from the Freedom Group era and those had quality control problems. Anything from 2016 forward is using Bergara's in-house action and those are solid. Number 4 is Sauer. This is a German brand that's been around since 1751 and they're still family owned, which matters because they're not answering to investors who want to cut costs every quarter. The Sauer 100 is their entry-level hunting rifle and it's built to a standard that American companies gave up on in the 1980s. The action is machined from solid steel with 6 locking lugs instead of the 2 lugs that most rifles use. This distributes bolt thrust across a larger surface area, which reduces wear and increases reliability. The barrel is cold hammer forged and the chamber is hand reamed, which is a process that almost nobody does anymore. Hand reaming gives you a chamber that's concentric to the bore within 2/10,000th of an inch. Production reamers can be off by 5 or 6/10,000ths, and that's enough to affect accuracy and case life. Sauer rifles are expensive. The Sauer 100 starts around $1,200 and goes up from there. But you're buying a rifle that's built to the same standard as a custom rifle that would cost $4,000 from an American gunsmith. The Sauer 404 is their premium rifle and it's modular, which means you can swap barrels and stocks without tools. If you want one rifle that can do everything from varmints to dangerous game, the 404 is arguably the best production rifle ever made. But even the base model Sauer 100 is going to outlast any American production rifle in the same price range. Number 5, and this is the controversial one, is Ruger. Specifically, the Ruger American Rifle and the Ruger Hawkeye. Now I know what you're thinking. Ruger is the brand that makes budget guns. How are they on this list? Here's the thing. Ruger is one of the only American manufacturers that still does their own investment casting in-house, and they actually do it right. Their receivers are cast, yes, but they're using a proprietary steel alloy and they're heat treating it correctly. More importantly, Ruger has their own barrel manufacturing facility and they're not buying cheap button blanks from third-party suppliers. The Ruger American is a budget rifle, but it's a budget rifle that's been torture tested by hunters in every climate from Alaska to Africa, and it holds up. The bolt is made from 4140 steel, the extractor is oversized, and the trigger is adjustable down to 2.5 pounds. You can buy a Ruger American for $450 and it'll shoot minute of angle with factory ammo. Will it be as smooth as a CZ or a Sauer? No, but it'll work, and it'll keep working for 20,000 rounds. The Ruger Hawkeye is their premium line, and it's based on the Mauser-controlled round feed action. Ruger bought the rights to this action design decades ago, and they've been refining it ever since. The Hawkeye African is one of the few production rifles that professional guides actually trust for stopping dangerous game. That tells you everything about the quality. If a guide is willing to trust his life to it, it's not going to fail on a deer hunt. The key with Ruger is knowing which models to buy. The Ruger American, the Hawkeye, and the M77 Mark II are all solid. Avoid the Ruger Precision Rifle unless you're planning to shoot competitions, because that's a different category of rifle with different priorities. So those are your 5. CZ 550 or 600, Tikka T3X, Bergara B14 or Premier, Sauer 100 or 404, and Ruger American or Hawkeye. These are the rifles that are still built right. Everything else in the production rifle market is either cut rate manufacturing or it's a legacy brand that's trading on a reputation they no longer deserve. And yes, I'm specifically talking about Winchester, Remington, Savage, and Browning. Winchester hasn't made a rifle to their original standard since the 1960s. Remington was destroyed by Freedom Group, and even though they're back under new ownership, the jury's still out on whether quality has actually returned. Savage makes accurate rifles, but their actions are rough and their quality control is inconsistent. Browning still makes some good rifles, but they've moved most of their production to Portugal and Japan, and the quality depends entirely on which factory made your specific rifle. Here's what you need to understand. The rifle market has been lying to you for 30 years. They've convinced you that accuracy is the only thing that matters, so you'll accept rough actions and cheap components as long as the rifle shoots 1-inch groups. But accuracy isn't durability. A rifle can shoot great for the first 500 rounds and then fall apart. The rifles I just listed are the ones that are still built to last. They're the ones that you can hand down to your kids with a clear conscience. If you're in the market for a hunting rifle right now, don't buy based on brand loyalty to an American company that doesn't exist anymore. Buy one of these 5. Your wallet and your grandkids will thank you.